Hello, audio check. Looks like I have audio now. One, two, three. If you can hear me, yes. Hi there, Laser Geek Creations. Nice to see you. I'm just configuring some telemetry today. I have made a sensor panel that actually feels temperature of a lot of stuff as well as some other things. I'm just making sure I have all the right sensors to the right names. So vacuum table exhaust is now 34 degrees. That's the one I have in my hand, I think. And this one should be the other one. It's super hot in Norway today. As you can see, it's almost 30 degrees outside. It's 30 degrees inside as well. It's completely crazy. Looks like I have it now. Oh, no. Something is named wrong. Yeah, the high temperature is just, it's super crazy here. Hang on. Where is that camera? There you go. Let's copy that camera over to that other scene. Where is that? Just give me 2 seconds and I'll try to work out the right camera angles. There's a lot of things going on at the same time here. So it's a little bit better now. So what's going on? I have a lot of these DS18B20 temperature sensors wired up to a Raspberry Pi that's running something called Node Red. It's visual programming software, and it looks like a little bit like this. So this is the temperature sensors. That's the one connected to the CNC spindle. It has a name, and I need to send that name into that temperature gauge, and that's the one you see over there. And that's one. And then you have a lot of other stuff going on, because I'm also making a control panel for a lot of relays. You can almost hear the relays going on and off. That's air and water and a lot of other cool stuff. But for now I just need to make sure all my temperature sensors are configured correctly. So that's what I'm doing right now. Looks like a lot of work. Yeah, it's been a side project for a year now, and I finally, when I had vacation, I finally got myself to, where's that camera? So I finally managed to actually mount the box in the garage yesterday, and yesterday nothing did work. That's always like that when you make new stuff. You have a lot of plans, everything looks like it's going super well, and when you test it the first time, nothing's working. So yeah. So where on the spindle are you putting the sensor? That's what's that. I was planning on using a little tube clamp. You can see it on the left. You can see it right down in the middle left, middle bottom corner. Middle bottom of the camera. You can see like a tube clamp. I was planning on mounting it on that and just strapping that onto the lower end of the spindle, and hopefully I will get some good readings. I also have mounted a chiller CV5200 underneath the CNC machine that's doing water coolant for the spindle, so hopefully it will never get any warm. But I like to monitor it anyway. I also really want to have a monitor that tells me when the spindle end mill is broken, because that happens sometimes when you push too hard or some weakness in the material or something. So I need to get a couple of the 5200 for my machines. Yeah, I have two of them now actually. I have one for the laser cutter and one for the CNC. I bought them from the UK. There's a if you contact the Chinese, the original Chinese vendor for the chillers, not the fake copy ones, the replicate, they actually can send it to you in the UK. I think you're located in the UK, aren't you? Yeah. So currently working with 3000. Yeah, that's basically just a water pump. Yeah, I can actually give you if you want, I can give you the email address to the sales agent for the chiller, or you can just contact the factory on the website. Just find the right factory, not the fake ones. So I just need to make sure that this temperature sensor, vacuum table, engines. Yeah. So this sensor is going underneath the table into the vacuum. I have a vacuum table and I have a lot of electrical engines that pumps vacuum, and I want to monitor them as well. And this sensor is going to do exactly that. Bit of masking tape never kills one. Email is perfect. Yes, I'll fix it. I bought one from them first because I was really skeptical on anything I buy from from China. I got an invoice and transferred the money, and a couple of days later I got a DHL transfer message. So they're the real deal. And it's not the fake ones. So this sensor here, if I hold my finger on that, that should pass at least 30 degrees. Just give it 10 seconds. Email is perfect now. I'll just multitask. I'll find that email for you right away. Chiller. I don't think there's a problem with sharing that email address on the chat, is there? No, fuck it. So there you have it. Hopefully you'll be able to see that. No worries. So, but did we get any readout from that sensor? Vacuum table exhausts. Maybe it's that one. Whoa. Vacuum table exhausts. it looks that it must be this one. It's over almost 34 degrees now. Okay, so that's the exhaust, and the other one is engines. Perfect. So at least they're correctly mounted. Need to check the room temperature in the other room. Bear with me. So if I did it right, you should see the CNC room temperature go up in 20 seconds. That doesn't look right. So which one did go up? It's the laser tube temp. Okay, so the laser tube temp is the room temp. Oh, and I even got a warning message on my phone as well. Air pressure is too low in the garage. Yeah, the compressor is not on. Laser tube. Okay, so I'll fix that. Let's go back. I'll share the screen so you can see what I'm doing. Node-RED is probably the easiest programming language that I have ever used. So where's that? Laser tube temp, is it that one? Yeah. And this one is called D0E99. So that should be room temp. Where is that? Room temp D0E99. That one. So the question now, what was the name of that one before I changed it? Oh, crap. So it's probably the laser tube sensor. Yeah, nice to see you anyway. Thanks for chatting. Feel free to drop by. There we go. So the room temperature is correct. The laser room temperature is correct. The spindle temperature is correct. Vacuum exhaust. Vacuum cleaner is. Oh, we're missing that one. You can just turn that on. Let's make some noise. Oh. Or maybe not. I'll just switch the camera. So let's see which one goes up when I hold the last sensor. So that looks correct. It was supposed to be the vacuum cleaner, the dust cleaner, and it definitely was. So the big question then is the laser tube temperature. What's the name of it? Going to hold it and let's see what happens. Which one goes off? There's a slight possibility that none of them goes off. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So let's see then. So it's the tube temperature. Which one is the one we don't have? Zero, is that news? I did, yeah, that's what. It's ED4, is that a news? Yeah, it's news. E99, I think it's news, yes. E23, yeah. F13. Yeah. 90 FF. 90 FF. I think it's that one. Let's check the other ones. F83 FF, and that's the news. Oh, it's, and we have one more. 93 FF. It might be that one as well. Oh, no, it must be this one, 93. Deploy, and let's see what happens. So this should be the laser tube now. Where's that? Laser table, laser tube. Ah, that's the bottom right one. Yeah, looks good. Perfect. Let's put that back. So let's do a little test. The laser table temperatures should drop when I start the fans on the laser cutter. I'll just simulate the cut today. No. see then. You should see some small differences on the laser tube and the laser table. Yeah, you can see them drop. There's quite a big fan going, pushing air up through my roof on the garage. Dropping that much. It's super hot still. I'll just update the frequency, how often the sensors update, to 5 seconds. It's definitely dropping. Yeah, good enough. Jesus, it's actually 28 degrees in the garage now. No wonder why I'm so sweaty. So let's just test the compressor, one of the compressors. Let's see if the air pressure sensor works. So the compressor one should this is just a tiny air compressor. It's it's actually a compressor made for doing what do you call it when you paint by air? Oh, my head stopped. It's too hot. At least, well, the air compressor is working. You can see the pressure. I have a lot of leaks on the system, so the air just goes away again. But it's working. Look at that. 12 psi. Yeah, let's turn it off. Pretty cool though. And the next, oh, I need my audio. So the next plan is to do a, that didn't work. That was weird. So let's just do the screen. The next thing I need to work on is this one. This is a control panel that makes it possible to do air bursts and water bursts and coolant bursts out of the nozzle next to the different nozzles next to the CNC spindle. You're also able to make like intervals of air, like I'm going every 2 seconds at the moment. I can turn that off. That's the same thing with it's called rødsprit in Norwegian, but it's like a water coolant for milling aluminium and such. That's my next project. Just need to get this working first. It's really nice. I also have some messages that tells me what's wrong, if there is something wrong. I have an emergency stop button that basically kills everything. Yeah, it's getting there slowly. So it's a Raspberry Pi running something called Node-RED. This is Node-RED. This is the back end of Node-RED, and that's where you do your programming. And I also have a Arduino Mega connected to the Raspberry Pi, and I'm currently reading the analog inputs, 2 of them, to some pressure sensors that reads from 0.5 to 4.5 volts, like 1 to 4 volts, and I'm making that into PSI because it's linear. So if you have an analog readout on an Arduino and you're reading 5 volts, and you can divide that by, you can do 5 divide by 1023 8-bit, and then you have each value of is 0.0048 volt. So if you know that you have to read from 0.5 volts, then you read from 100 to 921, and then you convert that into PSI, readable for gauges and stuff, like 1 to 300 PSI, and you send that into a it's called gauge, but it's like a meter, like this one. This is a meter, and that tells you what's going on, and that's the pressure reading right here. And you can make some colors if you want to have, if something is wrong over a certain threshold, you can go different colors. It's really nice. And you can this is just a start. You can also send, if you want to send this information somewhere, like I do. I send it to something called ThinkSpeak already. Let's go to the ThinkSpeak. That's a web external web page. You can read the different sensors, the sensor readout on the, it's being logged on that page. It's being sent every 5 minutes. So I send that message through there, and every 5 minutes I send up to ThinkSpeak with and I can also do other cool stuff. I can also send it to something called Prowl. That's what I have on my iPhone. I can show you the back end first. So we have Prowl here somewhere. So I have this message, and I send it every 10 minutes if I need to. Just I can't share that screen because there's some API stuff there. But you send that message into the Prowl node, and then it shows up on your phone. That's magic. So if I go back to my screen like this, you can see there's a lot of messages on my iPhone at the moment from Prowl. CNC Garagen, compressor air pressure is too low. That's because I pressed the burst button, and that burst button then, well, when you press that button, it checks the pressure sensor for if there is any air there, and if there's not, then it sends a message to my iPhone basically telling me that I forgot to turn on the air compressor, and I want to do something like burst some air, but there's no air there, so just remind myself to. So things is starting to work. I need to climb underneath the CNC machine now to connect up the last temperature sensors, so I'll be back in a little bit. You can see me crawling under there if you want.
Kan jeg klippe plen nå?
Ja. Kom igjen. So, let's test a little bit. I'm going to so the vacuum table engine sensor and the exhaust sensor should now go crazy. Apparently I had another issue instead. The CNC machine actually knocked out the Raspberry Pi for some reason, so there's some noise somewhere. That's another big problem I'm not sure how to handle. Connection is lost. Leb TV live. Hi there. Just read Node-RED and had to join. Thanks. Apparently I have some issues. I'll just get you up to date, Leb TV. I'm running a Raspberry Pi with the Raspbian OS, and I'm making a, let's call it a telemetry box. It basically reads out telemetry, a lot of info from different machines, like this laser cutter and the CNC machine in the other room. When I tested something now, everything crashed. So that's why you test stuff. I'll just share my screen and you can see what I'm doing. Hang on. I set up a Docker host running 3 instances of Node-RED on a Raspberry Pi a few days ago. Cool. Then maybe you can tell me why Node-RED crashes. I think it's in the noise from the CNC machine. It must be. As soon as I turned on the CNC, it crashed. The thing is that the entire Raspberry Pi doesn't crash, it's only the Node-RED and the dashboard. So it's, oh, if I connect to it through SSH, then I can still do that. I hope. And I have changed the best and default password to something else. So the Raspberry Pi is definitely running still, and you can see the Node-RED instances are also running. But still the dashboard crashed. And also the backend. It's really weird. I'll just get your chat up on the other screen here. And it's easier for me to follow. I'll just Chromecast that to the other screen. So what does the log say? Well, and I'm using Node-RED in a company production environment. Oh, nice. Node-RED, yeah, I'll check it out. Let's do that one more time. So it says start a modified flow, 966 calls to prowl. Oh, that's not good. I think I need to turn out. Why did it do that? Air pressure suddenly dropped. Yeah, everything else looks like it's running fine. Edit me out. Maybe it's the prowl option. I'm sending some messages to something called prowl and also ThinkSpeak. But the thing is, and you can see I'm trying to connect to Node-RED now, and it's basically dead. Basically reboot now. I'll just turn off that prowl integration for now. Just rebooting, and I'll just do that. Oh. Yeah, if I do Node-RED stop and Node-RED start, it just starts and it doesn't stop. Some weird stuff there. I tried it a couple of times. So a reboot helps. We can do that. Node-RED stop. I think it's just stop. And of course I'm always impatient, so but this is after a restart, right? I'll just turn off the prowl messaging system for now. So it's back. Yeah. You can change the logging level in the config file for node red so it shows more detailed data. The important thing is what does it output. Yeah. Just because I'm curious, I'll give it some more air on the pressure sensor, and that works, yeah. What? So I have some buttons that interacts with some relays to control air burst and coolant flow on the CNC machine. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. So these are the buttons for the air burst. I was really struggling to get that loop function to work. This is a loop that goes 1 second on and then 2 seconds off and then looping. And without writing any Java, it was really hard to make that work with just sending messages. So, but it's working now. So I'll turn it off. So, where's that? Oh, I didn't want to do that. So all the temperature sensors are running now. I really want to test. Let's see if this happens. As soon as I turn on my CNC machine, that probably knocks it out. What is Nightbot all nagging about? Yeah, definitely should do that. I have to restart it. No, it was open maybe. Crap. I usually do this from inside the house, so I haven't set it up yet. What is Nightbot going on? Win SCP. Yeah. It's probably. Oh, it looks like Raspberry Pi is dead now. Yeah, it's definitely the CNC machine that kills it. Maybe the Raspberry Pi is too close to the cabinets and I get some noise. What's Nightbots? I need to turn on the Nightbot settings. Sorry about that. Just some random spam from my bot. Let's kill the CNC machine and hopefully we can oh, what's that? Explorer or Commander? Oh, yeah, let's go. Top right corner in the dashboard says connections lost. Yeah, no. That happened as soon as I turned on the CNC machine, so I probably need to mount everything further away from the machine. Oh, isn't the screen shared anymore? Happened. Can you see my screen now? No, you can't. What happened? Sorry about that. Between, you can right-click the putty title bar and choose Restart Session. In the command window, when it's closed, when the command window is closed, then you can just right-click in. Ooh, I didn't know that. That's right, putty. If the session is inactive, you can restart it in that way. Restart session, I can find that. Reset terminal, new session, duplicate session. But I haven't connected yet. So there's definitely some noise issues. It's only if the session is inactive. Yeah, probably. Cool, thanks for the tip. That's awesome. Oh. Sorry, I had to fix something. Let's see, WinSCP. It even. So I can insert password and username. Why did my screen share stop? When did it stop? I thought it was working. Screen 1. That's really weird. Well, sorry about that. Apparently I'm unable to share my main screen anymore. So let's see then, how do we turn on the advanced error logging on the searching for a host. Well, that didn't work. Settings.js line 263. Yeah. Why am I on oh, that's wrong. It's not. How do you choose SSH connect on the I can only choose by SFTP, SCP, FTP, WebDAV, and Amazon S3 on the WinSCP page. Yeah, I tried SCP, but it didn't work. It's the right port, it's the right IP, it's the right username, password. Login. And of course I'm unable to share my screen. Let's make another screen share then. Screen, yes, sure. Screen number 1. Not that one. Well, I can share the window. Searching for host. And of course there's a user error. It's the wrong IP address. I forgot to put 2 in there. Retard mistake. Yeah, sure, let's go. The problem with sharing screens is that they switch all the time. Well, that's the most useless screen share ever. Scale. Where's scale? Transform. Center on screen. And adjust the screen. Oh. Too easy. That was just horrible. Sorry about that. I'll just skip the screen share because apparently it's not working. So if you haven't already enabled a setting in WinSCP that transfer the password, and yeah, I did. This looks like a normal FTP and not a. Where's the command field? Open terminal, is that one? Oh. You know what? I'll just go back to putty for now. Control P. Oh, it didn't work. It couldn't find putty, so I probably have to tell it where putty is first. For now, it's just faster to do it this way. Oh, that's where the wrong IP address come from. It came from putty, actually. Interesting. So it's almost 30 degrees here in Norway today. 30 degrees is sweating, thinking a lot without brain working. So back to how 26 degrees. Where are you in the world, Leb TV? Germany. Okay. It's almost the same like here then. So, but back to enabling advanced logging. So I should go sudo nano and it was settings.js, wasn't it? Which folder is that in? It's probably in the Node-RED folder, so it should be ls. HomePy.Node-RED, yeah. Yeah, but it's not there. Yeah, there it is. So sudo nano settings.js, and it was line 260 something, 63. Logging. Configure the logging output. Only console logging is currently supported. Level info. Probably should do debug or something. Debug. Record information which is stored verbal. Trace. Record very detailed logging. That probably makes huge files for. Yeah, let's do trace. Save, yes, yes, and should probably restart. No, Node-RED stop. Start. Woohoo! Unhandled promise rejection. That sounds like crap. What causes that? As long as you can disable it after you're done debugging, yeah. Shouldn't be a problem. But why can't I share my screen? I want to share my screen. Well, at least I can share that window now. So there's going to be ASCII Fest, ASCII party. Scaling. Why are these getting so big? Oh, and now they're unreadable. Can you read that? I can read that. I'll make it bigger. So let's see what happens now. I'll turn on the CNC. It's Firmata. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I have an Arduino Mega connected to the USB, and that's reading the analog inputs from the pressure sensor, and that's probably what's sending that messages. So this is because 0. So let's see if it's still working. Yeah, I'm just checking right now. See if everything is awake still. It might be some bigger problem. 192. Now the dashboard is dead now. Everything is dead. So I will so the dashboard timeout is there. Comes close and yeah, but that's probably because the Raspberry Pi shuts down because we interruption. No, it couldn't be sending that. Yeah, the data channel to the dashboard. Okay. Still doesn't help though. Yeah, if not Red was shutting down, there would be no. I agree. If there is electrical interference on the Raspberry Pi that makes it shut down, then it shouldn't go shutting down the dashboard. It's just going to be dead, right? So what causes it? It's probably one wire. I have a lot of can you still see the screen, by the way? No, we can't. No, we can. If I turn off one wire, then I don't have this problem, I think. And I have a lot of DS18B20 sensors connected to the one wire port, WebSockets. I am interfacing with something called ThinkSpeak through their API, and they I'm not sure what they use to do that. So why can't I share my screen? There we go. It's back now. Random. Jesus. So, and now both the dashboard and the Node-RED should be back after I turned off one wire and rebooted. And the CNC machine is still running. So I'm using I'm using these plugins, and one of them is using called I think it's just called ThinkSpeak. This one, Contrib ThinkSpeak 42, and the palette, and that's interfacing with thingspeak.com. This page. You can go. It's public, so you can see. Watch it yourself if you want. ThinkSpeak/channels/533. 544. You can put it on the chat as well. I'm sending messages over there every 5 minutes or something, because dashboard is using WebSockets, so there is something within ThinkSpeak that crashes the internal WebSockets. Or you could put it inside the Twitch panels. What do you mean with Twitch panels? Are there Twitch integration in Node-RED? Is it? Or did I misunderstand? That would be awesome. Twitch chat. Woohoo! But for now, I'll just turn off all of the ThinkSpeak integration on. It should be enough if I just disconnect all of the connected ThinkSpeak messages, right? Look at all that. Yeah, okay, I understand now. But it wouldn't surprise me if there is something wrong with either Prowl or ThinkSpeak. I'm using both to communicate. I'm sending Prowl messages through their API and back to my cell phone to get some error logging and such. And I'm using ThinkSpeak as a kind of a public for fun information sharing. But I'll just remove it for now. I think that was all of them. Under the video player there are Twitch panels. Currently only... Ah, right! I understand, yeah. I used to have a lot of Twitch panels. Some of them bugged, there were some bugs with them. I just removed all of them. So let's see what's going on with the error logging now. Just installing some new software at the same time. Oh, am I still connecting to that broker? I have another side project, and that's apparently inside there. So I'm connecting to a mosquito broker, MQTT broker on a web page just to test some stuff. Maybe that's causing some issues. What's going on here? Syntax error. Oh, that's a nice bug. Unexpected token. Okay, but where? Where is that unexpected token? And by the way, I lost my chat. It's back now. Yeah. Probably. But I'll just remove that MQTT stuff for now. I really want to see those unused. I pushed the wrong button so I couldn't see that. I'll just remove that one and didn't redeploy, and let's see the unused configuration nodes. MQTT. So the MQTT broker is inside the right. Yeah, you can disable that flow, but yeah, I'll just start over anyway. It was just a couple of buttons on the MQTT. All the ones on the top have this dotted line. Yeah, these ones. So this is the MQTT broker somewhere. Let's see the error logging now. It's still nagging. Runtime event, ID, runtime deploy, payload, revision, train. Yeah, should just say you did well, you pushed the deploy button. Unexpected token in JSON. But all of the other messages are gone. So let's see what happens if I turn on one wire again. Do you know if there is some of these interfaces that is conflicting with one wire? I read somewhere sometime that, I don't remember if it was SPI or I2C or something, that maybe it was conflicting with one wire, but I don't remember which one it was. Okay, now you have cleaned that. Click on the bug icon on the top right. Yeah, too late. Sorry. Still sending some ThinkSpeak compressor to PSI. Okay. These ones. No, do that bug icon. Okay, sure. Is it up here or here? Top right. Which bug icon is that? There's no icons up here. You meaning oh the debug? All right. Spindle temperature. Why is that receiving some crap? It's both. I can. I'm basically sending this number 1 second after I boot, and then it's never to be done again. So it shouldn't be that one. So it's probably the sensor then that's giving some weird output. So it's probably waiting for a string and it gets a number instead. So it gets confused. I'll remove it. Yeah, but I sorry about deleting it, but I wasn't using it anyway. I was just testing out the text field for the control. Sorry. I can still do the debug. I deleted it, but I know what was connected. It was this one and that one. So I can still see what was going on. The question now is which one is sending the undefined value. It's probably the... Oh! Where are all of my temperature sensors? That's not good. But I did enable one wire again, didn't I? I think I did. Shouldn't be any reason why. Let's give it a reboot. All of these are temperature sensors on the one wire interface, and when they don't show up, it's because the one wire is not active, usually. So, rebooting, reconnecting. I should be getting temperature sensors around now. Now. Nope. I think I broke it. It should be coming in now. Well, that's crap. Yeah. Something is definitely wrong with the one wire now. Why is that? I even restarted the Raspberry Pi. Oh, hey ho, what's going on here? Now it's just loading all the palettes. Flows started. And I'm still sending things to ThinkSpeak. Interesting. Yeah, the error is gone, but I lost all my temperature sensors. Why did it happen? I have no idea. Let's copy that in on the... I'll put that screen overlay on my screen for now. Woo! That's trippy. But I have no one-wire sensors. I can't find it. But if I restart, your flow credentials files is encrypted using a system-generated key. Well, that's not good. Yeah, I'm still getting the undefined from the temperature sensor because it can't find them. Double check my wiring. Everything looks good here. Do you know if there's a way of doing a controlled Raspberry Pi shutdown procedure through Node-RED? Look at this. This is Twitch chat integration. Oh. This should be fun. Have you tested any of this? Just looking through the Node. Yeah, I think it's just one wire that is screwing up. You know what? I have the CNC machine on now. That's what's causing it. Definitely. So if I turn, let's just open the so let's do no, I probably have to stop it first because it's already started as. So now we have debugging, and I'll turn off my CNC machine now. Just turn it off. And you when the dashboard comes active again, you should. I put the dash. There you go. Put the dashboard as an on-screen overlay in the stream, the open broadcaster, so you can see it's up and running again. Looks like it's getting the temperature sensors as well. Yeah, that's what it is. It's basically noise. It's noise. Okay, so we found the bug. I'll just turn off CD home Pi. No. What? Forgot a dash. What the hell am I doing wrong? CD home /pi Node-RED. I'm already in home. Alright. /. Oh, that's /, right? Maybe it's pi with oh. Yeah, never mind. That works. Sudo nano settings.js, and in the bottom there is trace, and I'll just turn that back into what was, I think it was error. It was set to info, right? I think it was set to info. Yes, save. Yes, yeah, sure, yeah. Yada yada yada. Sudo. No, we don't need to reboot now, do we? We just need to stop node-red. Node-red stop. And start it again. In line 8 you can set the credential secret. Ah, thank you. I will definitely do that later. I don't want to do that on screen. But thank you very much. Let's look into this. This was interesting. This is called Twitch. This is Twitch integration. I wonder. I think Twitch is basically running IRC, so it's probably internet relay chat. So it's probably easy to integrate. But I want to. Let's say we want to send something. Send the temperatures. I need an UIT token, I guess. Yeah. I have one, but let's see. Hosted, join, message, delete. If I just want to send a message, raw message. What's that? Oh, I didn't notice that my camera was behind the dashboard. Yeah, they have a legacy IRC interface, but the main interface for the web chat is the IRC protocol over WebSocket. Yeah, that's why it's so easy to integrate with Discord as well, I think. So let's try and send a message to Twitch. Whisper message. Is that one? Let's send a temperature message. Incoming message. No. I need to read up on this. Message events node. Inputs, no inputs, standard output. Channel is straight message of, okay. I reverse engineer the WebSocket APIs and so get chat data with Python. Ah, that's nice. Shouldn't be that hard. The question is, what are you using it for? Are you just scrolling around, reading text messages, or message? The message being received matches will be added to the payload. I am a Twitch developer, so I should be able to do this somehow. I need to read up on this. Connect, delete message, disconnect. I'll just create a new node. Let's call that Twitch. New flow, sorry. And let's do a inject and a debug. And of course, we want to send a message. Subscribers, timeout, whisper, chat. What's chat? Chat event node. Channel username, reason, self. I think you can disable the dashboard overlay for now. Yeah, sorry, I'll turn it off. It's probably just annoying. Action event node, chat event node. Wonder if I have to do the whole login procedure first and then send the message, or if I can just push the message directly. Incoming message. It reads messages then. I wonder if this is the Twitch user login. It doesn't say anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna unshare my screen for a little bit. It's not that I doesn't trust you guys, but I really don't want to share my Twitch login. Yeah, documentation is horrible, to be honest, for all of that stuff. So let's I'm in the process of building an automated cloud server deployment process with Node-RED, so the application that runs it scale up and down as needed. That's really nice. What do you use it for? So what? I did get a message from Twitch. Wonder how this works. Maybe we should read up on it. It's apparently sending 26 all the time. Well, it's disconnected, so login failed in the debug. Yeah, see then, should pop up. Yeah, there. Login authentication failed. So the question is it that I used the wrong password or is it something else? Twitch. Let's try and log in on Twitch or Alright, it's sending 2-layer security messages. So the login is right, but and the channel, should that be hashtag CNC Garagen or should it be something else? Or just CNC Garagen? Try just CNC Garagen for now. Deploy. If you want to stream on Twitch, you will have to enable 2-factor, but the node has no method to handle the token input. Yeah, it doesn't. Could not connect to server. Login Login authentication failed. Maybe it has some. What's the name of this? Twitch. I think I need to read up. Well, that purple color didn't exactly go well with my screen. It's always funny to me when I see that your language is a mix of German, English, and a little bit of fantasy. Yeah, it's like putting some O's inside some English and German. And just mixing up with some Danish, maybe. This documentation was horrible. Install latest stable version. A connection is automatically established during configuration load. Options to disable this will be in a future release. All inputs and outputs are one-to-one. Event outputs have the same name as... Okay. But how the do we use it? That's the readme. Help me. Where's the help me? Help me use this. Damn it. Ah. Or just move on. Maybe I'll just skip it. For documentation. Improve the docs. Okay. What's improved? Absolutely nothing. So, if you accidentally joined this Twitch channel and wondering what the heck you're watching, it's just me trying to work out how to use Raspberry Pi running Node-RED with a little add-on called Twitch. It's basically integration for the Twitch chat. Would be awesome to send messages or receive messages inside this. But there is no documentation. That's wrong. Nightbot is going on again. Last opp logoen din som et bilde når du bestiller. What? I think there's something missing in that message. The documentation for the underlying library is here. Yeah. Okay. And there. This is set. This to command Chewy does not exist. Nightbot, get a grip. Yeah. So there is probably some timers going off. I think it's this one. And there's something else going on. Maybe this one. So why does it only show the last? Ah, probably it ignores that URL. Alright. LebTV, congratulations, you're the top chatter on the the Twitch channel. See top chatters. LebTV, Laser Geek, and seeing myself. Alright. Restream. So let's see the documentation. Examples. We like examples. Check out this chatbot guide. Oh. Ah, but this is the Twitch part. Commands, configurations. Okay, identity, username. Aha. Hang on. Just need to unshare my screen. I got the right password now. As you mentioned before, they're using zero authentication instead of a plain text password. Yeah, I'm connected. Yay! So I'll go back to share my screen. Now what? So I'm connected, yes. And something is sending 26 all the time. Say something in the chat. I'm not sure how this works. Testing. Oh. So, oh, that looks wrong. It looks so wrong. How should channels be configured? Channels, array, list of channels to join when connected. Default. The question is the channel name with a hashtag or not? Let's see the example there. Channels, yeah, hashtag. Uh-oh. So hashtag CNC Garasjen should be the... And the user should be my name, I guess. Deploy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I know. Yeah, should I do 4? So it's disconnected now. Let's restart the flow. It's connecting. It used to say connected here, but after I changed that into a hashtag, it stopped working. Let's do default instead. Well, that's 4 times now. Yeah, let's... No comment. Login authentication failed. Yeah, somebody raped that. Oh god. Maybe I should make a new one. And try not to share it this time. Hang on. So where did I find it? Can't remember anymore. It was in the doc somewhere. There it was. There you go. Connect. Generate. Yes. Copy paste. Yay. At least it says connected now. Say something. No. Say something in the chat. Testing again. Okay. Oh. My Chromecast fucked up. At least it's connected. But we have no idea what this actually does. Maybe we should try another one. Chat. Clear chat. No, we don't want to clear chat. Share. We want to send a message. Incoming message? No. We want the outgoing. Should not be the other way. Like that. Action. Ban. Let's see what action does. Payload, channel, message. Well, that sounds good. Let's configure it. Yes. Let's send a timestamp. Done. Deploy. Let's see what happens now. Sending injected timestamp. Yeah. What is it? Double click the debug node and set it so it prints the whole message. But that's by the way, we're listening to the wrong one. Should be listening to this one. Why does it have two outputs? Doesn't say. So outputs 1 and 2. Yeah, let's listen to both. Deploy. Confirm deployed and send a timestamp. So the timestamp got sent. I'm trying to send the message out now, so it shouldn't read anything. I think the channels should be configured. Then it fails on login. It looks right, doesn't it? Oh, nothing. It sends 26 all the time. Wonder, maybe it get that from somewhere else. I think I have a debug node somewhere else on the, yeah. Just there it is. Delete. That's the temperature in the some room. I think that's the only one. If you click on the node ID inside the debug tab, where the error message, it takes you. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Already did that a couple of times. It's really nice. Super easy to find it. But this doesn't work at all, right? What does this do? Join. Okay. So it disjoins. Great. Join command. Payload channel solved. Yeah, let's join. This is so poorly documented, it's horrible. It's nah. I think it's one of those times you just say, well, to hell with it. Whisper. Okay, so yeah, you have a chat. You have, but none of these are input nodes. They're only output nodes. These are inputs nodes, right? Host, part, ping, ping. Okay, let's ping it. Ping. Ping, ping. Yeah, great, we're connected, right? I think it's the channel that's fucking it up. Default. Ow. No, it doesn't work. You're doing it wrong. So, Leb TV, do you live stream sometimes? Are you on? Yeah, do you have your own channel on Twitch? Maybe I should check it out. Leb TV Live. Yeah, you do. You have a lot of videos. Awesome. And you're doing soldering. I actually been here. I've been watching you sometime. Oh. Nice vent. What does that mean? Just loss. Signal loss, probably. What camera are you using for the soldering angle? Is that a charging circuit? Looks like a 2 or 3, probably 2 channel 18650 charging circuit. Lithium, is it? Starting soon. Oh, that's. Is there some audio there? C1920s. Is that Logitech or something? Yeah. Are you happy with them or? Yeah, 5-volt charger. Yeah, I have that same. I ordered a bunch of that circuits on for some project. Oh, Steppenmorrow. What controller card is that? Is it a 298 driver circuit? 293 maybe? What's that? What's that? Hard to see that what that is. Is it a? Is it like an solar power or something? I have no audio, so sorry. You know, just my chiller for the laser cutter just turned on. still have no audio. Oh, drum bass.
Kaum jemand, okay. Dann wundert mich das ja nicht. Wo ist das Lützen?
No, you have to do English.
So, dann machen wir es doch dann mal.
Ich habe blaue Augen.
Ihr seht, was genau?
Ich bin ein Hamburger. No.
Ja, das ist passt. Wartet, das isoliert sich von selber ab.
So that, I think that's is star LEDs, right? This is awesome. You should do more streams. Yeah, but you should speak English. I know that the German and the French crowd think that their language is the native tongue, but please do English. Oh, very bored. Oh, that was me yesterday. But I was all out of the variables with those lines. I only had the ones with the separate dots, so I had to connect all of them manually. It's a pain in the ass. What soldering iron do you have?
Genau. Die schönste Unterbrechung niemals.
That's an old Ursa. Oh, nice. Looks like you have good venting when you solder. I wonder if you can see my soldering iron from yesterday, I think. Oh, double audio. That's nice. That's my soldering iron. It's a Veller VX 2021. And that's like a crappy overhead camera that I use. You can see a sensor shield from Raspberry Pi. That's actually the box I have right here. That's the one we've been working on. You can see it has solenoids for water, air, and rødsprit. What's that? Red spirit. Back then when the webcams were all coming over the network. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, but really cool. Do more streaming, I will follow. I think I'm following you, right? Yeah, following you. But yeah, you haven't been streaming for 7 months. Come on then. Get back to streaming. Yeah, the Weller is really expensive, that's true. But I bought it on my company, so it's decent. It's this one. That soldering tip is magnificent. Magnificent. It's a joy to solder small things with it. So I have to go connect. Oh, why is that counter running? Stop it! Stop it! Stop. There we go. System info. I think I also have a normal tip on mine. Define normal. I'm pretty sure that it's top notch. Yeah. Also, which hot air station do you have? I bought a. Was it Aiton? Aiton? I don't remember. I just need to connect up that temperature sensor to the spindle. I'll be back in 1 minute. So, that didn't work. Have to make another mount for that sensor. One like that. Acid Conrad Toolcraft. Yeah, that looks decent. It's just a normal one. Do you have any good tips to shield a Vera board from electrical interference? Yeah, the multi-view is wonderful. You can see it in the background there. It's basically just a extra screen. Whee! Metal box. Well, I am in the business of making metal boxes, so the problem is that the CNC machine is already the controller and all the motor drivers are already in a metal box, and that metal box is right next to the Vera board and the Raspberry Pi, and that apparently there is some interference somewhere. Nightbot is still struggling. Last opp logoen din som et bilde når du bestiller. Where's the rest of the message? Did you just move the Pi a few meters away? No. There's one giant mess of a reason why I can't. There's like 1 billion cables going into it, and I have like a half a meter to go of cables and air hoses and whatnot. But it looks like this is working now. Maybe you can use another Raspberry to read the sensors, and yeah, I can send it through MQTT. That was the plan. The problem is that all of the temperature sensors come up here where the noise is. I was planning on building a control panel with all of these broken all of these meters and gauges broken out as real life meters and buttons, and using MQTT as sending those messages back and forth. But that will be version 2 of this. First I need to get version 1 to work. Maybe, yeah. But at least it's working. You can do some OBS, automation with Node-RED. What type? All of them? Do you have to install a plugin on OBS as well, or can you just use OBS WebSocket? I think I already have that. I really want the GPIO support for Open Broadcaster, so we're able to connect an Arduino or something. But I guess the way to go is WebSocket. Yeah. You can do that with Node-RED. Cool. I will definitely try it at some point. Hopefully it's better documented than that Twitch thing. So what's it called? Is it just called OBS or Node modules? Open blocks, that's not. Oh. Oh, it's just a pre-installed WebSocket client. Is there somewhere I can read up on how to do it, or is it on the OBS forums or something? just uninstall that Twitch thing again. They have some Facebook integration as well, but I don't know how to use it. Well, it's still in use. You give it the IP port and of the OBS machine, enable OBS WebSocket inside, and create a firewall pass-through for port 4444. You have to craft the message yourself. Yeah. Oh, you already made some. Paste bin, where is it? Unsafe function wasn't recognized. What? This no type. Yeah. Something I haven't installed. Sorry, I didn't see that message. So, and then I need to install the WebSocket plugin, OBS WebSocket. What? Four 6.1 is the latest version. Probably need to restart my OBS after this. Yeah. You're reading my mind. Time to close down a little bit of stuff here. So the stream will be back up in 2 minutes. Should be back up now. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Can I just set this to local or just local host and then yeah, well, that should be, it's basically the same machine, so localhost should do it, or just 127. Oh, that's right. It's running. Of course it is. I think it's getting late. Deploy. Let's see what the hell you're trying to make me to do here. So these are coming from different places, and I don't have this, right? So what's this? Request set preview scene. So I have to enable studio mode if you want to have a preview scene. Oh, okay, so it's okay. So then, because if you have studio mode, then you just basically select a preview and then you just put that preview out. So message scene name and then message ID, and that's basically that one, I guess. No. Then the first line sets the message scene name and the message button fly the actual scene. What? Now. So add the change node. Ah, okay. What's the easiest way of just copying all of this? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've deleted that. Yeah, that was what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh. So there is a scene called S-Laser, and we are the scene name is S-Laser. We are connecting to the right IP address. Oh, so you have to have studio mode enabled. Are you sure? Because I hate that. Okay, so that's the preview one. It did work, you can see in the background. So if you want to just use the, don't use preview but just lay out the scene directly, then it's just program or something. Current transition, what's the other ones? Transition to program. Set current scene, that's probably the one. Whee! That should do it. Let's see if it switches now. Yay! Yay. And if I go back to from studio mode, does it still happen or? So let's go back to scene name. What's the name of the other one? Ah, horrible names. But this wasn't what I was planning on when I made those names, so should be good. Screen master, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I know where to go now from for the rest of what I need with the GPIO stuff. I need sharks with freaking laser beams. And we can connect that to hardware buttons. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of mosquitoes coming in the garage now because I have the garage door open. But it's working. Thank you. What time is it for you? I think it's the same as in Germany. It's 22:51. So going Node Red live video switching. But how do you research? It's probably all in the WebSocket information. How to control OBS is probably better documented in the WebSocket interface. You know, I already have a Legato Stream Deck over here, and some guys I know have made something called Companion for this. It's a open source program that's going has been kind of an industry standard now for controlling video switchers and whatnot. All everything from graphics to everything. Oh, what's that? It's a documentation. Switching back. I have a real video switcher to control OBS if I want. Which one do you have? New Tech? TriCaster? Or the 8M TV Studio or something? Oh! Is that a... I need to get a bigger image. I can't see anything. Have you built it yourself or Grass Valley? Alright. You know, I have been working in the broadcast industry for 15 years, so I know some stuff. But I think it's time for me to call it a day because I have to go back to work tomorrow. The vacation is over. And I have a manager meeting at 9 AM. Well, there was quite a lot of hardware reverse engineering involved. I bet. Grass Valley isn't exactly open source. I think I have one you should see. We delivered a Snell video mixer for NRK. I think I have an image of that somewhere. So you should really play with this one. This one. This should be big enough for you. That has enough buttons. It's a Kahuna, a Snell Kahuna video mixer. It's they're called Sam now, but used to be called Snell. Is this one? Oh, that didn't work. Yeah, anyway. That's fun. Jesus, these images are old. Oh, that was a day. We had to do a music video shoot from the back of a car with a, yeah, long history. I sent you a Discord PM with the image of my last setup. Cool, I'll check it out. I think I have Discord active. Is it okay to share on the stream? Sure, okay. Is this at home or type of broadcasting is this? We'll be back soon. Is that a Sony camera or? Looks like a Sony. EX1 or no? What's that screen? Yeah, it looks like a nice setup. You editing on Avid or? There's a LED lamp. X70, yeah, that's a nice camera. LAN party, okay. Yeah, I think I spoke to you before you went to DreamHack, was it? Was it that? I think so. Edius, really? Are you using Edius? That's awesome. Oh, someone else. Okay. As you can see, I'm good at diving. Oh. I was at the Blackmagic Design Reseller event in Spain in 2012. That wasn't the dumbest thing to go to. Yeah, anyway. You'll find me on Facebook if you want. But now it's time for me to call it a day. No, I hate idiots. Free mouse pads, yeah. Speaking of free mouse pads. Where's my camera? Free mouse pads. Yeah, have a nice evening, all of you watching. Good night. If you want, you can listen to my latest drum and bass song for 6 minutes if you want. It's not even finished yet or released. Oh my god. Just need to find it. There might be some loud music now, but I'll try to turn it off and turn on the right song.